it's me, Miss Ashlyn, and you, most welcome here at my channel. So, came on a little bit earlier, set up. So let's see if I can hear me. Shareable link, and post, reply. Oh, this is the internet. Okay, repost this. Okay, it didn't want to do that. So I'm going to try again. Okay. There we go. Okay. And I can hear myself, so that's good. Let's see. And I even got that to work. But anyway. Let's check out the nails. Got polka dots. A pink pinky. And then just some French chips, black French chips. I'm scratching them and tapping at my little box, my little blue box. Excuse me while I scratch my nose. I had to go and be in a crowded area. Hello, Phineas. I hope I didn't catch a cold. I hope it's just allergies. Can you see the reflection of? Can you see through it? Can you see through it? See through it. Squeaky chair. Squeaky chair. It's my pink pinky. Pink pinky. It's a pinky. Pink. My blue box. They're for my headphones. You are getting very sleepy. Are you sleepy? I'm almost made myself cross-eyed. But yeah, that's why I keep my headphones. stay with the blue theme for now. It's sus. It's sus. This is where I write things down that I think are sus. Like, which hot dog cart is the best? Which soft pretzel cart is the best? And it gets colder. I can't wait till it gets colder, because then we have in New York the trucks that sell nuts. So sweet. The holiday time, oh, it's the best. So I have to keep my notebook with me, so I can remember where all the best food is, you know, all the best food. If you're watching this on the replay, don't forget to click like, give me a comment, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I'm live every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I like the way the light's kind of catching off of this. It's a blank page for you. It's blank. You can write down your stress. Your worry, type it out, type it out, type it out, type it out. Look at the shadow, look at the shadow. Can you see the shadow? Can you see the shadow? Shh, shadow, 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 shadow. It's a good word, shadow. It's like I'm writing a race. Hey, Oscar. And now, I am having a good day so far. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? This pouch, 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 pouch. It's good for fabric switching and fidgeting. It has so much stuff in it. Good, 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 good. I'm glad. I'm glad. See what's in this bag. I originally bought this bag to hold some dice. Let's see. I got this one. This highlighter. Let me not drop everything. Let's see if I can just a little bit over here. for letting me color on your face. Let's see what else is here. I think I have the yellow too. I have a yellow one. The yellow one. This one's good for a stamp. Well, thank you, Oscar. I'm making it a habit of remembering to do this on Fridays too. Life can be so inconsistent, so I try to have some consistency somewhere. Let's see what else I've got in here. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Having a nail issue. Okay. Oh, I'm afraid to get up because if I get up, I might lose connection again. So my pinky fell off. This one's on, but this one just fell off. And I thought I had the glue. I thought I had glue closer. But I do. Ah! It's okay. We'll live. We'll live. So, we've got pink, 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 yellow, 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 and green. Rojo, amarillo y verde. Rojo, amarillo y verde. I think these are better if I go with this. Hold on. I've got like my security thumbs in. Hi, Ultra. That reminds me. Tomorrow's compilation has a lot of sniffing at you and personal attention. I put together a bunch of videos that I did. So the compilation for Saturday compilation, will have a lot of up close personal attention. Just real up close. Just booping you. Booping, just booping and sniffing. See which one is better, the pink one or the green one. The pink one is less of a shadow and the green one is in shadows. Let's see, let's just flip it. Let's just flip it. Stamp. Good job, good job, good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. Over there, and I want to color you. I want to color you some green if you don't mind while I ponder Oscar's question. I would say what I want to do that's different, because I've been a teacher for so long and I'm not just role-playing a teacher. So I do, when I do my book videos, I take that very seriously, very seriously. I want to encourage reading and writing. And also I noticed recently, probably because the school year started, but I noticed that my focusing videos are getting more views than just the sleepy time ones. So I kind of want to make some more focus videos too. I actually I'm trying to do some of the role plays, like when I do the perfume shop, pretending I'm a shop owner. I'm not a shop owner. I've worked retail, but I don't know what it means to be in a shop. But yeah, I'm just naturally like this. I'm super fidgety. I like collecting things that are for writing. Ooh, what's this? Oh, see, there's so much. I like stickers to mark up my books that I'm reading. Like these are like little tabs, post-it notes. This is a little note I wrote myself. I cannot pronounce this, but I'm gonna try. Kintsugi, which means to repair with gold. Like if there's a crack in a vase, in Japan they would paint it like a glue but with gold, and then it would set together. I thought that was like amazing when I heard about that, so I wrote that down. But yeah, I just got so many like stickers, books and stuff like that. Because I still do my own research. I still do research even though I'm not teaching right now. I'm still doing research so I can work on my doctorate eventually. So I think that's a very long answer to your question of like why my channel is different. I'm not role playing being a teacher. I am one. And all my stuff is just oh yeah, definitely. Because see, if you think about it this way, and I was teaching during the Zoom days, and I would be talking and not quite sure if the students were paying attention because I wasn't in the room with them. And their cameras could be on, but sometimes they didn't turn the cameras on, and I was happy because their parents were in the room too. And sometimes the parents were doing weird stuff. Not weird stuff, but like cooking in the kitchen. And it's like, I don't know if your child can hear me because they're paying attention to you cooking. So that's kind of how it started. And when everybody went back to school, my students were telling me, oh my God, I kept falling asleep. You have an ASMR quality. And I was like, what? And then I looked up ASMR and it created a monster. It created this monster you are watching now. But yes, no, I love the questions. I love questions. Especially when people want to like actually talk about something that they're hype about. But I don't know what people want to hear besides me rambling on about books and stuff. So, and philosophy. A philosophy minor in college. Oh wait, there's two more. I forgot there's two more in here. It's a purple and a blue. So let's see how that. Pick one. Do you want the blue one? Do you want the purple one? I'm trying to do this trick that people do and see if any of the visual triggers work. I like to experiment in my lives. In real life too. So yeah, it's a form of expression. I think it's a form of expression. But in a nice, gentle manner. Because we all, okay, maybe not all, but I know a lot of people that watch a lot of news. I myself watch a lot of news. So I know what's going on. And sometimes news is like toxic. Because there's just so much. It's just so much. So like, it's nice to find something online where it's just random. Like, there's no green or pink or yellow or purple or blue like topic. It's just markers. Yes, I know what you mean. It's like if you, anytime you're on a stage, I mean, I'm joking about how like in Zoom, like I couldn't tell if the kids were paying attention to me, But in real life, if they're silent too, it's just like, hello, are we paying attention? Are we paying attention? I saw some other stuff. Cole, how are you doing, Cole? And Kina, how are you doing, Kina? So, the trebuchet, Cole. I like the trebuchet. I just love it. I love the way the word sounds, and I love to see it in action. The engineering. What? Handheld, it'll be a mace. I think I like the mace. So I brought this bag out, my drawstring bag, which currently has markers and pens in it, and my Doctor Who notebook. Oh, you want to see culture? I'm about to show you culture, guys. It came in the mail yesterday. You ready? It's the latest edition of the Player's Handbook. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. If you didn't already know that I love me some Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons. Now you know, now you know. Look at this beautiful, beautiful new book. Player's Handbook. Yes, Phineas, you will get it back. Phineas will get it back. I'll share. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The brand new Dungeons and Dragons. Brand new Player's Handbook. It's bigger. It's bigger than the last one. It's like twice the size. And it has this nice little embossed 50th anniversary kind of thing on the back. I don't know if you can hear the difference in sound. Hello, laughs. So yeah. Dungeons and Dragons. What? It just came out yesterday. Actually pre-ordered. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I don't want to get all like, you know, copyright stuff, but just a little bit of the title page. It's so pretty. This one, let's see, does it say? I don't know if it's officially labeled as 6th edition or if it's like the 5th plus. Phineas can correct me in the chat. But it's amazing. It's the latest one. I've been watching videos where they're talking about the differences with the different classes. So I'm excited to see it for myself. I personally enjoy playing a druid. I like the druid. And so I am going to look at that page. Let's see. In the table of contents, Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid. There we go. Druid. Page 78. Page 78. A nature priest of primal power. The Druid. Is that a warthog? Yeah. It's a warthog and a wolf. And it's a badger. Badger, snake. So yeah, I'm super excited. So if you're into D&D at all, yeah, brand new. I'm so excited. They added a lot of new spells and a lot of new like attributes for each of the classes. If you don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, you should know. You could play Like I said, a barbarian, a bard, a cleric, a druid, a fighter, a monk, a paladin, a ranger, a rogue, a sorcerer, a warlock, a wizard. And I know Phineas loves bards. He loves a good bard. Yes, in a way a druid is a type of mage, but it's more nature-based. So think like, almost like a witch mixed with a mage. Yeah, it's like the magic for a druid is gathered from nature. And then, of course, you could play different types of beings. I personally always like to play an elf. Let's see, where are the character origins? So, these are the different kind of like types of archetypes that you could be. You could be an acolyte, an artisan, a charlatan, a criminal, an entertainer, a farmer, a guard, a guide, a hermit, a merchant, a noble, a sage, a sailor, a scribe, a soldier, or a wayfarer. So interesting, so different character origins. So if you've never played D&D before, like the Player's Handbook really lays it out for you, bit by bit by bit. But yeah, so the specific description, which in the previous editions they used to call it the race, but I guess like modern day cultures and stuff, it's not quite species, it's just the way they refer to it in this book is species. So we'll say going forward it's species, and you could be an Azamar, dragonborn, dwarf, an elf, a gnome, a Goliath, a halfling, a human, an orc, or a tiefling. I personally prefer to play elves. I like to play elves. I need to find where I put my elvish ears, because they're also my Vulcan ears. Halloween's coming. Halloween's coming. And if you haven't heard me explain before, the entire month of October is Halloween for me. It's a whole month. I'm excited. I'm trying to think of what like basic stuff I can explain. But if you've never played D&D before, I would recommend it. Just be able to take yourself into another dimension. One of these days, and to go back to what Oscar was asking before, what else do I want to do with my channel? And in terms of role play, I do want to act out a Dungeons and Dragons story for y'all. Yeah. So expect something in October. Expect a lot of things in October. I have a bunch of toys, Halloween toys and stuff. Nice Halloween triggers that I picked out for everybody. Oh, that sounds great. I don't know if it sounds the same to you guys, but oh, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. So I will act out something, and I'll write a script, and I'll run it by Phineas for any D&D corrections, because I don't want to teach you all how to play incorrectly. So I'm going to make a video, and if Phineas needs to edit some stuff in, that might be funny. That might be funny. And no, he probably won't get on camera. But so yeah, we're gonna write a nice little story for you guys. Nice little story. And I'll have plenty of dice incorporated in that video too, so that I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating because the dice helps you tell the story. And that's the best part about D&D is the storytelling. And that's where the role play comes in. You know, I mean, if I really wanted to be in a medieval type story, this is where to go. And you will learn all about my love for trebuchet. Yeah. So we said medieval weapons before, right, Cole? I'm gonna turn to the weapons page. If you've ever played any role-playing video game, you already know the heart of Dungeons and Dragons. 'Cause that's where it all comes from. Oh, I do not have my reading glasses on, so let's see. Weapons are on page 213, 213, 213. 211 and 213. So this is a whole section on equipment. Big Bang Theory is a fun show. It's a fun show. I'm like the real life Sheldon. I'm not as bad as Sheldon. I'm a little more extroverted. But I take my D&D and my Star Trek as seriously as those guys do. In fact, I've heard it said that like the Big Bang Theory is like cosplaying what it really is like to be a nerd. But yeah, there's different categories for weapons. You might have a melee weapon or a ranged weapon. So my druid character has a staff for her melee weapon and a bow and arrow for her ranged weapon. So, my bow and arrow. And my staff is a shillelagh for extra popping. No orcs are gonna get in my way. No orcs. Nope. No bugbears are getting in my way. And these are like the different weapons. This is Shelton. I didn't. I actually haven't watched that many episodes of that show because it's real life for me, so no, I'm just kidding. But I actually haven't watched that many of the shows. The show that was on at the same time that I watched was Community. Community is one of my favorite shows ever. And they did an episode where it was Dungeons and Dragons. One of the main characters, Abed, does a Dungeons and Dragons thing, and then it got controversy because of Ken Jeong's character as an elf. It was controversy. But it's still the best episode. I loved it when they did D&D. But yeah, let's see, we could have a club or a dagger, you know, a rapier, a scimitar, a short sword, a trident. You can even have a trident. A warhammer. A halberd. A halberd is a type of sword, I think. Yeah. Battle axe. A glaive. Look at that. So yeah, what? Look at this heavy crossbow. So cool. Do they have a character sheet in the back? Let's see. So when you create your characters, you need a character sheet to help keep track of your notes. I do not know if there's one in here, but it used to be you could like photocopy it. But the character sheets are also online. And when I do the video, I'll make sure to link to all that stuff so you guys can play. Crossbows are fun. I think crossbows are great. It just feels so like, I don't know, rustic. I feel like I'm talking Gordon Ramsay. It's a rustic meal. But yeah. So when I think of Dungeons and Dragons, I definitely go back to Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, yes. And just all sorts of medieval times type of stuff. Love it. I've been reading Narnia. And this is also such a great book to tap on. If you guys can picture me on the subway, like literally just this is like, I always think of this as like for younger kids below 10, before they get into Lord of the Rings, they should Narnia. Like, they should Narnia. So I've been just reading this because it's so easy for an adult to read, you know? But it's nice to read things that are like easier when you're like tired, because it's literally meant to put you to sleep, right? These little books are meant to help you sleep. My favorite quote is from the beginning of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. In this book, it's canon. It starts with the magician's nephew, which is actually published like 4th or 5th. But he says that he dedicates the book to his goddaughter Lucy, and he says, and I have to take my glasses off so I can see, I wrote this story for you, but when I began it, I had not realized that girls grew quicker than books. As a result, you are already too old for fairy tales, and by the time it is printed and bound, you will be older still. But someday you will be old enough to start reading fairy tales again. You can then take it down from some upper shelf, dust it, and tell me what you think of it. I shall probably be too deaf to hear and too old to understand a word you say, but I shall still be your affectionate godfather. So he wrote that book for his goddaughter, Lucy. And I like the fact that it's like you're young and maybe you're too old for the story, but when you get older yet, you'll be able to come back to it and appreciate it. And that is so true. I appreciate these stories a lot differently as an adult, as somebody who already taught students how to read for so long. But this is not something we read in school, because there's only so many other types of books, you know. But I'm like, let's go back to this a little bit, just a little bit, because yes, Cole, I agree, it's wholesome. It's wholesome. I love tapping this book. And it's so pretty. It's such a pretty compilation. It's the entire collection in this book. Plus, it also has at the end excerpts from Beyond the Wardrobe, which is like a behind the scenes. Look at the back. It's the witch. It's the witch and her reindeer. But she didn't. She like made it winter but without Christmas. She made it winter but without Christmas. That's no spoilers. No spoilers. The book is 70-something years old. But I haven't read the entire series. There's a couple of them that I didn't read when I was a kid, so that's why I wanted to do a deep dive. So once I finish this, I also got, I'm not going to grab it because if I do, I'm sure the camera will shut off and it'll be a disaster. But I'm comparing it to the Magician's trilogy, which is written more recently, and it was a TV show on Sci-Fi. in the States. I don't know where it was, somewhere on BBC. But it's like about a kid who read a book. They don't call it Narnia, but it's obvious that it's Narnia, and that as a like post-college kid, him and his friends are in grad school, and they discover something very Narnia-like. But because they're young adults, it's a little more frisky. It's a little more frisky. So I'm interested to compare them, you know, as I do my own writing. Because I want to create heroic characters, D&D, I actually, when I was teaching in middle school, back, I taught them how to write short stories by using Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, that's the dog downstairs. And I don't have any food in my teeth, so that's a good thing. Get that, like, it's like a ghost. That blue is so intense. So intense. Yes, I'm so excited for the Player's Handbook. So excited. Have I showed y'all this? I think Axolotl has appeared in a couple of different videos, but wants to say hello. What was that show recently with axolotls? I can't remember. There was a show. It was like a fantasy show. And there was an axolotl that ate, giant axolotl that ate stuff. Why can't I remember what that is? It wasn't The Last of Us, I don't think. What did I watch recently with something that was kind of... Oh no, it was Fallout. I think it was in Fallout. There was an axolotl. I think it was Fallout. Best video game. I love Fallout. Yeah. This is like my emotional support attack axolotl. Isn't he vicious? Aren't you terrified? He's savage. I'm glad. It won't stay still. There we go. It won't stay still. I can't stay still, Alexa. I can't stay still. Yeah. I like telling stories. I'm going, sometimes we can't go on an adventure. In real life for whatever reason. So it's nice to make up a story and go on an adventure. And like, you know, have battles and stuff without anybody getting hurt in real life, you know? So here's the thing. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. I read something about axolotls that if you take them out of their natural habitat, which is this lake in Mexico somewhere, and you grow them in the lab, what happens is that they become adults, because axolotls are a type of salamander. So like just like frogs and toads, where they have their tadpole stage, axolotls, when they become adults, then they grow legs and they become like other kinds of salamanders which can live on land. And it's something, and it's just like, but how is the axolotl still an immature being, but it's multiplying because they're still baby axolotls? There's such an interesting mystery. And so scientists have done a lot of studies because they are like immature, meaning that like, oh my god, you're so immature. That they're still in their adolescent phase. And then if they, for some reason, when they come out of that lake, and because they're such a versatile animal, so people like were experiencing and stuff, and then they noticed that they started turning into an adult salamander. So yeah, so it's not that they randomly mutate, it's like an actual growth, but they only experience that growth when they're not in their natural habitat. What? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? They're so cool. They're so cool. There's nothing else like them on Earth that I know. Although I wouldn't want an attack one knocking on my door. Oh no. I think I like this strip. It's a combination of fabric. Let's see if I can keep it still enough. Let's see, let me empty it. I think I'm also going to, in October, yeah, because I'll have more time, more on the mic stuff, so like fabrics like this. I'm going to do some videos where you can actually hear the fabrics and the scratching and use the mic some more. It doesn't attach to my phone, because my phone is old, so I have to record twice, sound and camera, and sometimes I'm just too lazy to do that. But it's Halloween, it's gonna be Halloween month, so effort. This pen, this is it's like a spoopy pen. Ooh, he's spoopy. It's also, which scent is this one? Blueberry. It's blueberry. I don't know if you can see it where it says it. I can barely see where it says it. Oh, there it is. Blueberry. Focus. It's not gonna focus. It's too. It's a blueberry. Just trust me. Trust me, bro. It smells like blueberry. Let me just write a note on your forehead. Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons. Dragons. Don't be dragging your dragons. You'll get their tail dirty. These are my favorite pens right here. This one. This is bougie as I get, that I need to have my pilot pens. It's as bougie as I get. Although, this pen's pretty cool, It's a Bic, I think. It's a Bic, but it has this like gel, so your hands don't get too cramped. when you're writing. I see you. But yeah. D&D kit. You need to know what you're writing. In addition to this book, there's 2 others that your dungeon master will have. And that's the Monster Manual and the Dungeon Master's Guidebook, the Handbook. But this is for players, so everybody needs this. Everybody. And there's the refrigerator. Come in to say hi. Alright, that was Friggy's like appearance. And we have AC on. Because it's still hot in New York. It's like 80 degrees today. I don't know what that is in Celsius. 29, maybe 30. I think the Narnia book is a little better quality. Oh, sound. Oh, and last but not least, I can't believe I forgot about this. I'll show you the back first because it's got nice wavy colors. I think I've shown this book before, but if I haven't, it is the Anti-Anxiety Journal. It's writing prompts to keep you calm and stress-free. And yeah, there's a lot of different books like this out there, but I definitely would recommend something like this if you get like social anxiety or any other kind of stressness. Hi Ariana, how are you Ariana? I'm good. I was just talking about my new book, which I'll show again because it's that cool. But yeah, so I would recommend this journal. It has interesting prompts and different like coping mechanisms. Here, I'll show you this pages. Coping mechanisms. And it's like you could write it out like what's worrying you and which coping mechanism will you use. Get yourself a little iPad. I've been thinking like, oh, one of these days, I think they're so tingly. I've been watching like other people play games on the iPad, so tingly. Something about that stylus. But yeah, the new Dungeons and Dragons manual came. It just came out. So just published. So wow. I haven't walked on this one yet, so let's see. It's very shiny. Oh, you got the mini one now. I had, when this is probably 2013 to 2016 in the school that I taught. They gave the teachers a mini iPad because they wanted us to learn something with it. One of those years, I can't remember which one. And it was weird because it wasn't like linked to a personal account. It was so weird, so weird. This week's been strange. I've found my issue with this week has been finding a quiet spot to read, both in the park on, I think it was Sunday, and then in the library on like Wednesday. Like people like were bothering me while I was reading. I'm like, this is sacred time. If somebody's reading a book in a park bench or in a library, that should be automatic do not disturb. But I don't know. People like to start conversations with me. I haven't read that book, but do you recommend? Is it haunting? Is it about a ghost? Is there a ghost in it? Is there? I love ghost stories. I like ghost stories. Oh, also coming in October, I'll be doing some videos where I'm reading full stories, and I'll read it in full teacher voice. You know. And then, you know what happens next? It'll be like that. Oh, very, very spicy. See, you guys know I've been talking about reading Narnia and The Magicians, which is a trilogy written by a different author in more modern times. It's like if Narnia was for young people, but like adult young people, that one's spicy too. Spicy. That's the one thing different about not being a teacher anymore, is that like I'm not just reading kids books. I also will occasionally see a spicy book. I feel like there was a book called something Adeline, where there was a movie, and it was like that the girl went back in time. What was that movie? Like, oh no, not that she didn't go back in time, but she didn't age. It was something Adeline. I think it was just called Adeline. And like Harrison Ford is in it, and I can't remember Deadpool's wife, whatever her name is. The guy who plays Deadpool, his wife in real life plays Adeline. What is her name? Yes, Age of Adeline. Excellent. Great. Yeah. Blake Lively. Thank you. I never remember anybody's name. I didn't even remember Ryan Reynolds. Like, I remember Deadpool. Yes, thank you, Paul. Blake Lively. So now you guys know what it's like to be in my classroom. It's me being like, oh wait, I want to tell you guys this story and tell them the story, but I didn't remember the name. And then the kids have to remember the name. And it's like, oh, she's quizzing us. No, I just didn't remember. Whatever works. So, well, feel free to comment anytime on any of my videos about books. One of these days, if I can get my act together, maybe y'all can help motivate me. But I think I want to do a book club on Discord. like a book slash movie club, like, and especially if it's a book like this, right, that we know was made into a movie and we can talk about it. It's pretty much what I did for teaching. Reading slumps are the worst. Reading slumps in my life are worse than writer's block. I always feel, and I think it's just that zennial life where I started in analog and had to learn technology. I still only know half of what I'm doing. And I think that goes back to Oscar's original question, like, what is it that I want to do with my ASMR channel? I want to be more interconnected. Like, literally, I would love to hear more about what you guys think about books and movies and that kind of cultural stuff. I hear you. And I think, like, the last book that I bought, which I did in my book talk this week, was Imminent by Lou Elizondo, because it's all about aliens, UAP, and I'm obsessed with that stuff. But yeah, I was excited for that book. I know what you mean. It's like being excited for a book, because there's not too many movies out that I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. But it's not the same going to the movie theater, going to a video store and renting a video. Like, that vibe is just, it's just poof. Poof. We can stream now. This nail is gonna annoy me. It's getting glued on as soon as I get off the camera. I didn't see the new Beetlejuice yet. Nope. I really want to see the new Beetlejuice. Soon. Oh, that's pretty tickly. My hand is itchy. I think there's a superstition that when your hands get itchy, it's like you're gonna have some good fortune. So you guys, good fortune vibes. Pow, pow, pow. I loved the original Beetlejuice. I must have seen it 100 million times. And there was a cartoon. There was a Beetlejuice cartoon also back in the day. Loved it. Dun, 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 dun. We can always hope. Just enough for books. Just enough for new books. And a giant D&D table. What? Giant D&D table. Like whatchamacallit. There's an actor. He was in True Blood and Manganiello. He's obsessed with D&D. And there's a video out there where he shows off. Thank you for dropping by, Ariana. And he shows off his D&D table. It's massive. But anyway, I actually have to go too. It is 6 o'clock here in New York City. And the neighbors are all gonna start coming and the elevator's gonna start dinging, and it's just gonna be very loud. So I will end here for now. Tomorrow there's a long compilation coming out. Sunday there's a new vid, Tuesday there's a new vid, Thursday there's a new vid, and I'll be back here on Friday for another live. And it's almost Halloween. Next Friday, I'll do a preview of all the stuff for Halloween. Bunch of triggers. I'll do a little preview, a little haul, an unboxing, if you will. So. Till then, I'll see you next time.